Hi guys, welcome back to Fruitopia in Melbourne, Australia. Today I'm gonna be comparing the three main varieties of white sapote that I have here in the garden at the end of autumn. This is the lemon gold, the most bountiful of all. As you can see, it's still jacked after 2 months of harvesting. You heard right. We've been harvesting for 2 months, and it ain't anywhere near over Red Rover, right? Look, we've eaten at least 200, if not 300, just from this one tree, and it looks like there's a lot more. So what I did was I harvested a couple of fruit from each variety. So we have the lemon gold there, the Vista here. Sorry, lemon gold there, Vista there, and the Wilson here. And as you can see, they're almost identical in their shape and size and taste. They all taste the same, guys. All three different varieties. So there's one variety, the fourth one here, which does not taste like those three. It's this tree here, the Hawaiian Supreme, which is almost at the end. These are the last fruit, and it's never held fruit this late ever in 10 years. These are usually early variety back in February and March, the end of summer. But this year, for the first time, it's held fruit until the end of autumn, which is awesome. Yeah, so this one is ready, the big one, and the little ones are still yet to soften. So let's pick the bigger one. I don't want it to drop, so I'm going to cut it off. One viewer asked me, won't it help if I cut it from the stem instead of ripping it off, which is what we did with all of them, all the rest. Guys, yes, it helps for looking pretty. If you want it to look pretty, or if you want to sell it to make money, yeah, it helps. Of course it helps. Who wants a fruit with a big hole in it? But when it comes to shelf life, it doesn't make much difference at all. You might get another maximum 1 day. You might get 24 hours extra shelf life if you cut it this way. But we're not selling them, and we're not dressing them up to look pretty, right? So the reason I did this is for you guys, so they look pretty. Just for you guys. I cut them all from the stem, which I never ever do. I never do it like this. I always rip them off. Oh, that one I ripped off, and that one I ripped off. They're the Vista. Those two are Vista, and this is the lemon gold. Yeah. So they have their stems on, just like the Wilson, and the one I just cut now, the Hawaiian Supreme, my favorite. There you go. 4 different varieties. The one that's missing is the Vernon. The Vernon is a winter variety. It's a winter white sapote. It's that big tree there. So they're not going to come till winter and spring. In between, nice. It's always good to have multiple varieties for different times of the year, not just one, unless you don't have the room. If you're tight on room and you want a lot of fruit, this is the one to get, the lemon gold, right? And if you're even more tight than that, the Vista. It's half the size of the lemon gold and provides, well, half the amount of fruit. So lemon gold, this one, if you have a lot of room for one tree, or the Wilson, they're both the same. The Wilson's a little bigger. This is the Vernon. The Vernon's too big. This is a huge tree and it doesn't produce anything in autumn. Nada. And that's fine. We have enough white sapotes in autumn. We don't need any more. This is the Vista here. Compact size. But the fruit is large. Right? They're far from compact. They're big. Okay. So the Vernon here, it's going to need a trim. It's bushed out. And the Wilson. This one is too large, unless you have a lot of room. Right? So go with the lemon gold, guys, if you only want one tree. That's prolific. This one's ready. And I think that one up there's ready too. So that's our chore. That's my task. Trying to get these before they drop. That one's ready too. Look at the size of them. The Wilson. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to eat my favorite variety, the Hawaiian Supreme. By the way, today I ate 5 lemon gold for lunch or brunch. 5. I had 5 of these, big ones, as big as this one. And I'm stuffed. So I'm going to have one more just for you guys. My favorite. Not the Wilson, the Hawaiian Supreme. They look the same though. You can't tell the difference. Although the Hawaiian Supreme is smaller than all the rest. Can you see the difference in size? Not much difference. Not much difference, guys. The difference is in the flavor. Okay, let's do this. Hi guys. I'm always happiest when I'm tasting fruit, special fruit like this. The white sapote. Could have gone another day. Could have gone one to 2 more days. The brown sugar hasn't come up. It's missing my favorite element, the brown sugar taste, but it's still sweet. Very juicy. Missed it by 1 day. It was soft, right? Yeah. So good. It's got that green, the taste of green unripe fruit inside the sugar mix. But that's right. It still tastes fine. It's perfectly edible, but not for a beginner. A beginner would not like this. So I'm not going to try the others because I've already tasted and tested and reviewed them in other videos. Check back, go to the White Sapote playlist. I've got a ton of videos on all those. That's the Vernon back there behind this apricot. Behind this apricot is the Vernon. And I've trimmed and pruned it at least 10 times in the last 2 years. It's a beast. They grow very, very fast, guys. Very, very fast. The same with our Wilson here. That's the Wilson, right? And that's the lemon gold, which I have cut down multiple times because it keeps going up to the power line. It can go up to the power line, up to there. We don't want that. We want it compact. And I've also had multiple requests for cuttings. Guys, I don't want to disappoint you, so it's best not to ask. I don't do seeds and cutting shipping. I don't ship anything from Fruitopia except tips on how to grow fruit and inspiration to get up off of it and start doing well, not what I've done, but doing what you're able to do, whatever you can do, right, to your ability. That's what this channel is about. It's not about giving you cuttings from the tree. You'll have to find someone else for that. Here in the backyard, I have a couple of more white sapote varieties. The Subel and the Ortega. And they're off-season varieties also, like the Vernon. This one here, right? So these come again in winter and spring and summer. The beauty about this Subel, these come in summer, which is the low season for white sapote. So it's a bonus. For me, it's a bonus that these come in the shoulder season. Not much, but enough, more than enough to suit 2 people. There's only 2 of us here, not 20. We're not. There's no extended family here at Fruitopia. Right? These are from Mexico, guys, and in Mexico the families are huge. One of these trees can feed a whole family. I grow these trees for a hobby. This is my hobby. In other words, for fun. Some people like to buy an apartment on the beach and sit on the balcony and look at the ocean all day. Their hobby is relaxing on a balcony. That's fine. I don't mind doing that for a week or 2. But I don't want to do that 365 days a year, guys. That'd get a little boring. This is the Ortega. My least favorite white sapote. And I see that it's going berserk. Flowering. This is the reason I got this variety was for pollination. It's one of the better varieties for pollinating, cross-pollinating other trees. But I don't need it anymore because all the trees I have are self-pollinating and they seem to work fine without this. But it is here, right? It's here now. I've had it for 8 years, 9 years. So it's staying, it's not going anywhere. And it's getting a lot of new growth, like they always do. And it's winter time, right? Look at that, in winter. Look at all those new shoots with 3 and 4 Celsius at night. This is not fazed by the cold at all. So if you can grow oranges and lemons in your location, then you can grow white sapote. They have the same climate requirement, right? That's how it works. Citrus, white sapote, same but different. All right, guys, that's another video to inspire you and encourage you to grow tropical fruit, subtropical fruit, in a cool climate wherever you are in the world, whether it's here in Southern Australia or the United States or in Europe. Thanks, guys. I didn't mention South America and Africa because you guys are mostly tropical. You're not going to need much inspiration from me, right? If you're in Brazil or in Kenya You'll be just fine. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and like the video if you did. Thanks guys. Bye bye now. That's my in-ground Glen mango, unprotected.